Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Monday, September 15th, day 70, and I'm about done. Show's almost over, but man, it is really getting hard after the past week. It's going to be an interesting power veto day. So where we're at, since I don't remember when I last talked to you, nominations were held on Friday, and Vince put up Ava, Kelly, and Keanu. And none of this, by the way, will be shown until Wednesday, right? So he put them up, leaving Morgan, Ashley, and Lauren not nominated. And then on Saturday, we had the Power of Veto competition, which was won by Morgan. So that puts Vince in a bit of a pickle. You got to remember the dynamic here. Vince has been, juggling multiple relationships, alliances, whatever you want to call it here. And him being head of household has now led to him in this situation where, by the way, the head of household, I don't know if I said it, it was like, I think it may have been a tiebreaker between Vince and Kelly, but it was close, whatever it was. And, so Vincent's like, I could have let Kelly win and I would have been safe. I don't know if Vincent would have been safe, by the way. Let's not pretend that. But so Morgan winning Power of Veto meant that it was going to get used. She's going to use it, right? And of course she wants Vincent to put up Lauren, but not to put up Ashley, which are Vince's two choices. Vince's two choices will be, if Morgan uses it today, he can either put up Lauren or he can put up Ashley. That's all he's got to pick from, because Morgan's got it, right? It's gone back and forth to him not wanting her to use it, to him maybe saying, maybe I'll put up Ashley, to him saying, maybe I'll put up Lauren. I mean, that's what Morgan wants. Morgan wants to use it, and she wants Lauren up there. Now, she's gone as far as to promise, I won't vote out Lauren. Lauren will still be safe. Vince has tried these lines and everything. He last night, he finally broke down late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and said, fine, we can do it. I'll tell Lauren tomorrow. This is yesterday. All day long, he didn't talk to Lauren until late in the afternoon, early evening, whatever you want to call it. It was nighttime or in the East Coast, and or in the Eastern time zone. And he brought her up and he told her, and she broke down crying, saying it doesn't make any sense and it's not a guarantee, and pawns go home, and the whole time Vincent is trying to use his logic. No, it'll be okay. You've got this big problem that you've never been on the block, so everyone's holding it over your head, and this will solve that problem. Once you're on the block at least once, they can't use that as an argument anymore. And it's like, well, all it takes is once for me to go home. And so it's been quite the weekend. Quite the weekend. And I'm sorry, I'm just a bit flummoxed with life in general. I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Watching them go back and forth, I watched too much of it yesterday, right? I watched too much of this going back and forth. I failed. I saw it referenced, but I did see, and let me take a quick sidestep here. So, in the world of reality TV reporting, Big Brother reporting, there are lots of places that do it, right? I moved from Twitter basically to Blue Sky. I've had BigBrotherGossip.com for years, but I kind of stopped writing on it years ago at this point, kind of just stuck to Twitter and podcasting. There are fewer and fewer online sites that report like web pages, actual web pages that report what's going on. There are Facebook groups. There are Discord channels, which is like kind of like a message board, but not really a message board. There are message boards, but there are fewer and fewer of these things, and less people are going to them, which makes it hard to keep them going if they aren't generating revenue. Big Brother Network, the two main ones that I have always kept track of, or I've kept track of the last recent years. Joker's Updates is a message board. I never really went to it much because I was in competition with TV Clubhouse, which is a site that I helped run, also known as Big Brother Fan Club. But I left that. I didn't leave it. I'm still a moderator there, thankfully, from them, because they're nice. They just leave me as a moderator, which is kind of hilarious, but also I'm very kind of them. But there are no that was the original stuff, like message boards like that. Then it developed into web pages. I had my ilovereality.com, then I made bigbrothergossip.com, but those don't exist anymore, really. BigBrotherGossip.com is still there, but it's not very active. I post to it rarely, and it's not about Big Brother. It's been about traders lately and other stuff. But this weekend, or actually just yesterday, Dingo Hamster Watch posted information that there's a Facebook group, and I can't remember the name of the Facebook group right now, but they have about 5,000 subscribers. It's a private Facebook group, and one of the administrators of that board has been copying and pasting every daily update from Hamster Watch in the Facebook group. And so the people don't have to go to Hamster Watch to read it, which takes away them seeing other things like Dingo's requests for donations or offers to join her Patreon or things like that. It's like you don't, when you take content from other people and you don't credit them, it's really stealing from them. You can say it's fair use or whatever you want to say, but there's got to be a level where you recognize where you're getting things from. I try to give credit where credit is due. And so this is one of those cases, actually. As I said, I just listed off a bunch of places, right? Big Brother Access. I don't know if they still have an active webpage or not, but that's one of the places. They're the ones that got me to make the real jump to Blue Sky, even though I had been there for years. It was like last fall. It was like, okay, now I'm going, and Big Brother Access is going, and so I jumped. But I still occasionally give reference to Big Brother Network, Big Hamster Watch. Anyways, she discovered that these people have been posting her updates for all season, and it just really stinks. So if you're a member of a Facebook group that posts content from elsewhere and doesn't link to it or give it credit, I mean, we used to go through this with people lifting images that we would capture when it was more rare to be able to get that stuff, and then not giving credit. It causes people to watermark stuff. It causes people, just bear it in mind. If someone says, here, this is, and it's like, well, where'd you get that from? Give me a source. Give it some attribution to wherever you got this from. So keep that in mind. Don't take from sites and just spew it out to other people without linking back or giving credit. Also, it gives you more credibility. Like, here's my source. This is who said that. This is where you can go to. Just blatantly saying, well, I heard this without a source is just not good practice. So, okay. Now I've lost my complete train of thought. Let me try to wrap this up because it's also a short one for me this morning. That was what it was. On Hamster Watch, I was reminded that while Vincent was telling Lauren that he was going to put her up once Morgan used the power veto, Morgan was actually saying she might save, instead of saving Ava, which is what Morgan's been saying, she might save Keanu with the power veto, which is one of their targets. Like, Keanu or Kelly are supposed to be the one that's going home this week. It's supposed to be Keanu or Kelly. That's what Vincent's been saying. That's what Morgan had agreed to. She just wanted to get Lauren put up as a whatever reason, just because, just kind of put the screws to Vincent, in my opinion. So that was happening, but then Ashley told Vincent, and Morgan Ashley kind of talked Morgan out of it, you think, but we're still a few hours away from the power veto, so none of this is in stone. I finally went to bed last night fairly certain that Vincent had secured Morgan saying, I promise you I will vote that Lauren won't go home on your watch. Ashley said, I was going to vote if it was between Lauren and Keanu. I was going to vote Lauren, but since you're asking, I promise that I will vote out Keanu. That's the promise that Vincent secured. That was kind of like, okay, well, I trust Morgan. She didn't look like she was half lying to him. She sincerely looked at him and said, I promise. But, this is not quite 12 hours ago, but it's been a while. So I can't say with certainty that it's still the case. I think it's the case, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's where that was at. And then I woke up this morning to talk that Vincent started saying he didn't want her to use the power veto at all. So he started pushing back. Instead of once Morgan showed back up, it's like, no, don't use it. Don't want you to use it. I'm paraphrasing. It's not how he does things. But there's a side note. Morgan did a mock power of veto ceremony where she was saying, oh, no, this is what I will say, and then this is what you'll say. And she got to the point where Vincent was supposed to say, I nominate you, Lauren, and he wouldn't say it. He hemmed and he hawed and he joked that, well, I might say Ashley. And I just thought that you can't even do a pretend with Morgan. How are you going to actually carry through on this? I just don't know. It was weird. It is weird. So where things stand this morning, if I had to bet, I don't know. I still think Morgan will use it on Ava. And I think Vinny will put up Lauren, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow or later today. I will come back later today and tell you what happened, assuming that they don't do this late. They may drag this out late. And by they, I mean production. We'll see. They may also make it happen fast. They made the power veto competition happen really fast. And by the way, the power veto competition, Ashley was the only one not to participate. So there was that. There's your update for Monday. Hang in there, folks. I think we're at 13 days left. Yeah. So it's time to be done. It is time to be done. Thank goodness this isn't an 80-day or a 99-day or 104-day season, because we're feeling quite well done at this point. All right, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you to my patrons for your support. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you to everybody else that listens, and be well. Have a good one. Parking. I will talk to you guys tomorrow or later today. Like I just said, later today I will talk to you. All right? Be well. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.